Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The first one, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my story as hidden identity? It is a short story that is still developing, but I'll come back with another confession so that you can fully understand it. But in the meantime, let me tell you what I did. I used to work in Cape Town. I used to work at this other restaurant. So our boss, he favored mainly people that were Xhosa speaking and Zimbabweans. So he started firing all the Xhosa people that were there. So this started to create a lot of problems because our restaurant, it was in a colored community. So they wanted to get those jobs. So our boss then said to us, I am being given a lot of pressure by the people, so I'm going to give you some money so that all of you can at least start afresh, look for other jobs. I'm really sorry, but we have been working together. I worked for that man for nearly 15 years. I came to South Africa a very long time ago, and he was the only man that I had ever worked for. He gave me money that was 22 something thousand rands, and then I went home. When I went home, this was against my wife's idea. I said to my wife, home is best, but it is a lie. Once you return back home, then everything is money. Everyone who will be looking at you would want to benefit somehow from you. And that money that I had gotten, I bought 2 cows and I bought some goats, and then I bought some chickens. Then I started a chicken project. Rather than him, all the money, it was as if I was throwing that money down the drain. I still remember when I had money, it was around 10K that I still had. My wife then said to me, this money that we have gotten from the profit after selling the chickens, let us return back to South Africa. You use 2K, I use 2K, or you go first, you look for a job, and then you look for a house to stay in, then I return. Because in Zim, the way that things are right now, we are going to die of hunger. But I said I'm never going to return back to South Africa with the way that they chased me at my workplace. My wife then took some money. She told me that she was going to visit her mother, and off she went to South Africa. By the time that I realized that my wife in South Africa, she had already gotten a job. So I went to the village headman, and I did as we do according to our African tradition. If you do not want your wife anymore, then you go and you speak with the elders. And we had a meeting, and the matter was brought before the chief. And the chief said that if I really did not love my wife anymore, I was supposed to give him some money. And it was not a lot of money. The money that he wanted was at least $1. This was a sign that I did not want my wife anymore. So I pulled out $10 and I gave it to the chief in front of all the villagers. And he said that this was a sign that I did not want my wife anymore. It then happened that after my wife had been told that your husband has divorced you according to our custom and traditions, my wife, she then started dating another man. And when they came back home for the holidays in December, I was heartbroken. By then, what poverty had done to me, it forced me to go to a traditional healer. I went to a traditional healer because I just wanted to be rich so that I can show my wife that even though you are now married and all of that, I can still make it better than you are. I was then given a charm which I was told to plant in my farm. I did so, and that very year when we harvested, even though I had not planted a lot of maize, but when we harvested, I had 20 tons. Where they came from, I do not know. I went and I sold it, and I bought a car. And from there on, I started making a lot of money. Now what is happening is that I have a monitor lizard that comes to me and it sleeps with me at night. I hear something that will be moving on top of the roof when this monitor lizard is coming. I have gone to different prophets who have tried to assist me, and I am being told that I need to return back to the original person who gave me this charm. The problem is that this woman, the traditional healer, she died. She committed suicide. She was found in a shrine with a bottle of red poison, and no one knows why such an old woman would think of committing suicide. Because of the way that she died, if children, they went into the mountains and they burned everything, all the items that she was using as a traditional healer. You do not know how much I cried when they told me that they burned everything in her shrine. This monitor lizard, it is abusing me day and night. There are times when it can even sleep with me 6 times in a single day. My manhood, it's like broken right now because of the way that it is painful. When this monitor lizard is coming, my manhood will get this erection that will make me to be so painful, and I can't control that erection until the monitor lizard will have finished licking my manhood, and it is now full of scars. Where these scars are coming from, I have no idea. I just need some phone numbers as quickly as possible so that I can be able to speak with that person. I prefer someone that is here in Chiweshe. That is the village from where I am sending this confession from. My story, it is too long. The things that happened in South Africa and my wife divorcing me, that is what forced me to end up doing all of these rituals. When you post, please tell me. I will follow in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Let us try to speak with him in the comment section. Then there is another message that I want to share with you, and that message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashim, how are you? Can you please post my story as hidden identity? My confession, it goes on like this. I am a black woman in Pretoria. I attend a satanic church and I am becoming a Satanist. So I'm not writing this so as to recruit anyone. I am writing this because of what I have been going through and the things that I have been thinking about. I have been living here in Pretoria. I am an educated woman. I have a nice job, by the way, and the church where I go to, we started by being told that we should do yoga, we should go for therapy, and a book club that the church had created. And then one day when we were doing yoga, that was when we were taught about other Indian gods that they used to worship, not the gods that they worship, those that do Muslim religion. No, these like ancient gods of India that we started to worship. And I was like, but we are Christians. Why are we doing all of these things? And we were then told that all religions, they all lead to the ancient gods and goddesses, some of them that originate from India. So from there on, I started to see things in my house that I could not understand. The first thing that I noticed in my house was on this other day when I was busy doing my house chores. So I had sat down for a cup of tea, and after I had finished drinking the tea, that was when I just put the cup close to the sink, saying that I would wash the dishes later on. But when I was busy cleaning, when I looked into the kitchen, that was when I saw that all the dishes, they were already washed by who I do not even know. I looked everywhere, but I did not understand what was going on. And then I spoke with one of the elders from our church, who then told me that it was normal, and on that day I was supposed to go to church at night. When I arrived at church at night, I found out that it was me and another woman. It was only us at church. I was the first one to arrive, and I parked my car and I was sitting inside my car. That was when she also drove, and she asked me, where was everyone? Because we had received a message as if there was going to be an evening service. And then we saw the elder and other elders that came, but all of them, they were dressed in red robes. We were then taken into the church. They drew a pentagram right where the present worship performs each and every Sunday, and this was done when we were totally naked. I was sitting inside the pentagram, including that woman I was with. I saw a demon with my own eyes, and after this demon had entered into the pentagram, then it disappeared, and all the candles, including the lights, they were turned off by whom I do not know. And when everything came back to normal, I saw that all the elders, they were making love to each other, and I was possessed by a demon of lust because of the things that they were doing. I started touching the woman that I was with in the pentagram. Then that demon appeared again, but when this demon appeared, it was really strange. It was like a man from the waist going downwards, but it had a very beautiful body, but it had the breast, even the nails and the eyelashes as if it was a woman. Then we started to make love, me and that woman that I was with, including the demon. This was like a vision, as if we were having a vision together and we were doing all of these things together. As soon as it had begun, everything returned back to normal, and I asked myself what had happened, but we were naked. All the elders, they were wearing those red robes, and they gave us bracelets, and they told us that we have been chosen by the church. We are going to be taught all the secrets about the church. As I am speaking with you right now, I am the one who is leading the yoga classes, but some of the women in our church, they have no understanding at all that this church, it is a satanic church. How can I inform the people in church so that they can know that ours is a satanic church? When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. If you have ever been to such a church, do not hesitate to reach out to us and share with us your own side of the story so that we can share with the rest of our followers. Then there is another message that I want to share with you, and that message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? I want to confess that I stole a drunk Blesser'S wallet. This happened in Sandton. Now I can't sleep. This story, it happened a couple of weeks ago. My name, you will call me Zanele. I've reached out to you. Please do not share my profile, for it is my real account. I am a black woman and I am 29 years old. I am confessing because I need help as well as advice. It was on a Friday night. I was in Sandton at this other club, and it was really full. The music was loud and everyone was drunk. I saw this other man at the bar. He was very drunk. Me and my friends, we looked at him and we knew that we could use him for the rest of the night, and we could run away from him so that he won't sleep with us. He was spending money as if he was spending water. And then my friend went and spoke with him. When he stood up, his wallet fell. I saw it before anyone else. I picked it up and I told myself that when we have gotten him to our table, I was going to give it back later. But I did not. What was inside the wallet was full. There was cash, which was 7K, a bank card, a driver's license, a South African ID, but the card say that he is South African citizenship, but the place of birth says that he is from Zimbabwe. I panicked because of the money. I took the cash. I used the card 3 times. This was the next day, swiping at different shops. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I did it anyway. After that, fear entered my heart. I started thinking, what if they arrest me? What if he tracks the card? What if the cameras saw me? What if the police will come for me? I still have the wallet. And then I started to have dreams since last week Friday. This last week Friday, I can't sleep I have the same dream over and over again. I am being pushed by an ugly black hand that just comes out of nowhere when I am being chased by two black dogs, and when I arrive at a place where there will be a very big deep pit, when I am standing there looking for a place where I can walk safely to safety without falling into that pit, then I see the hand that pushes me into the deep pit, and inside the pit I see a lot of snakes, many snakes. They will be moving, coming towards me, and then I hear a voice saying, "Return to me what you took from me," but it speaks with me in Shona, but I don't understand any word of Shona, only for Shiri say, but other words I don't understand a thing. But I only know this when I am in my dreams, that this voice, it says, "Return to me." I'm scared of being arrested. I'm scared maybe I've been cursed. I know what I did is wrong. I did not even enjoy the money. I am asking myself every day, should I ask the wallet? I don't know. Should I go with this wallet or what? When you post my story, please tell. I'll be following through in the comment section. Your dear listeners, right, there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. She stole a Blesser'S wallet. Let us try to give her advice in the comment section.